For thousands of years, humanity has looked to the skies, the seas, and the stars to understand the shape of our world. Yet, in the 21st century, an age of satellites, GPS, and space exploration, a belief once abandoned has resurfaced: the idea that the Earth is flat. How did this belief begin? Why did it disappear? And why has it returned? Most importantly, what do the facts say? Welcome to Unwanted Archives channel. This is the story of the flat Earth myth, told in chronological order, and the scientific evidence that proves our planet is a sphere. The idea of a flat Earth is ancient, but not universal. Early civilizations such as the Babylonians imagined the Earth as a flat disk floating in a cosmic ocean. This made sense at the time. The ground appeared flat and long-distance travel was limited. However, even in ancient times, not everyone believed the Earth was flat. By the 6th century BCE, Greek philosophers began questioning appearances. Pythagoras proposed that Earth was spherical, arguing that the sphere was the most perfect shape in nature. By the 4th century BCE, Aristotle provided observational proof. During lunar eclipses, Earth's shadow on the moon was always round. Different stars were visible at different latitudes. Ships disappeared hull first over the horizon. These observations cannot occur on a flat surface. Around 240 BCE, a Greek scholar named Eratosthenes performed one of the most elegant experiments in history. He noticed that at noon on the summer solstice, in Syene, modern Aswan, the sun shone directly overhead. In Alexandria, shadows were cast at an angle. By measuring the shadow and knowing the distance between the two cities, Eratosthenes calculated Earth's circumference with astonishing accuracy, within about 1% of modern measurements. This calculation only works on a curved Earth. No advanced technology, no satellites, just geometry, sunlight, and logic. Contrary to popular belief, medieval people did not think the Earth was flat. European scholars, Islamic astronomers, and Asian scientists all taught a spherical Earth. The myth that people believed in a flat Earth during the Middle Ages was invented in the 19th century, largely to portray the past as ignorant and science as oppressed. In reality, the spherical Earth was accepted knowledge for over 2,000 years. The age of exploration further confirmed Earth's shape. In 1519, Ferdinand Magellan's expedition began the first circumnavigation of the globe. One ship returned in 1522, having traveled continuously in one direction and arrived back at its starting point. This is impossible on a flat Earth. Additionally, time zones were discovered. Star positions shifted predictably with latitude. Navigation relied on spherical trigonometry. Global travel worked because Earth is round. Modern flat Earth belief emerged in the 19th century, primarily through Samuel Rowbotham, who proposed a flat Earth based on flawed experiments. Despite being repeatedly debunked, these ideas resurfaced in the internet age. Flat Earth communities today claim gravity is fake, NASA lies, the horizon always appears flat, Antarctica is an ice wall, satellites do not exist. And now, let's examine each claim using verifiable facts. Claim 1. The horizon looks flat. Earth is enormous. Its curvature is subtle at human scale. At ground level, Curvature is difficult to see, but as altitude increases, on high-altitude balloons, airplanes, and spacecraft, the curvature becomes obvious. Flat Earth explanations rely on perspective, but perspective cannot hide objects bottom first. Nor can it explain ships disappearing hull first, distant cities reappearing with telescopes only partially. Only curvature explains this behavior. Claim 2. Gravity doesn't exist. Gravity is one of the most precisely tested forces in physics. It explains why objects fall, why the atmosphere stays attached to Earth, why planets orbit stars, why tides occur. Flat Earth models propose constant upward acceleration, but this would require infinite energy, produce relativistic effects contradicting reality, fail to explain weight differences at different latitudes. Gravity has been measured, predicted, and tested for over 300 years. Claim 3. Antarctica is an ice wall. Antarctica is not a wall, it's a continent. It has been circumnavigated, crossed multiple times, mapped by dozens of countries. Commercial flights don't fly over Antarctica frequently due to extreme weather, lack of emergency landing sites, cost efficiency. Thousands of scientists visit Antarctica every year. None report an edge. Claim 4. Satellites are fake. Satellites are observable with amateur telescopes. They enable GPS navigation, weather forecasting, satellite television, global communications. If satellites were fake, modern civilization would collapse instantly. Additionally, multiple rival nations, including adversaries, launch and track satellites independently. A global conspiracy involving hundreds of thousands of scientists across hostile governments is not plausible. Claim 5. NASA fakes everything. NASA is not the only space agency. There are over 70 space agencies worldwide, including Roscosmos, Russia, European Space Agency, Chinese National Space Administration, Indian Space Research Organization. They all independently confirm the same Earth shape. Amateur astronomers, private companies, and students regularly track satellites and space missions. The evidence is public, repeatable, and global. Why people believe. Flat Earth belief is not about science, it's about psychology. It thrives on distrust of institutions, desire for secret knowledge, community reinforcement, misunderstanding of scale and physics. Questioning authority is healthy. Rejecting evidence is not. Science doesn't ask for belief, it asks for testing. And every test confirms the same conclusion. The final conclusion is, the Earth is not flat. It is an oblate spheroid, measured, observed, navigated, and photographed for centuries. From ancient Greek geometry to modern satellites, from eclipses to GPS, the evidence is overwhelming and consistent. The real story isn't about deception. It's about humanity's extraordinary ability to discover the truth. The Earth is round, and it always has been. Comment, subscribe, and follow us for more on Unwanted Archives channel.